Welcome back. So this one thing will shift your frequency. It will raise your frequency. Why? Because this is one of the, it's really connected to the highest frequency we can have. So the highest frequency we can have is authenticity. Now, what is authenticity? It is honesty. It is being aligned with what is true, what you believe is true. Now, honesty, if we develop a habit to be completely honest to the best of our ability, to the best of our courage, because it does take courage. When I say to the best of our ability, we are able to be honest. Why are we not? Because we are scared that people might not like what they hear. People might not want to be around us if they hear what we think. So honesty does require courage. But if we develop the habit to be honest, we just in that we are already raising our frequency really, really significantly. You see, a lot of the lowest frequencies like shame and guilt and all of those things are connected to dishonesty. So when we are ashamed about something, we don't want to be honest about it. When we lie about something, we feel shame, we feel guilt, we feel not good about ourselves. Feel like we have to have something to hide. We shrink. So honesty. Now, if you have areas in life where you haven't been very honest, don't judge yourself. Okay. We humans are very similar in the sense that there are a few reasons why we are not. So it's fear, shame, or we fear that people, whatever the fear is, right? But fear is a human response. So what you can do is to look at how can I be more honest in my life. When you are honest, people are responding to, there's something that happens when things come from a place of truth. It resonates with people. They might not like what they hear, but they will respect it. Now, if one of your fear is specifically that if I say this, people will abandon me, or they will have an issue with me, or I will lose some people that I care about. If that is your fear, what you need to do is you have to first accept accept your truth for yourself first, because people will respond to you in the way that you believe is appropriate. If you believe that your truth makes you unworthy, then people will react to you that way. So you have to get to a point where let's give a common example. So some people live in closeted, right? They are gay, and they now personally I don't see why anybody's preferences should be something that other people have a right to know about. I think that's a private matter in general. So but that's probably because of my Mediterranean roots. In the Mediterranean, it's just a private matter. We just don't require to know people's preferences. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, I've noticed that this is something that in my environment here, that's a thing. If people are gay, some people might want to hide it or not be honest about it. Okay. Now, your fear might be that if I am open about this, people will react, they will think I'm bad, they will, abandon me, and all of these things. Legitimate fears. I get that. You value your relationships. You don't, you want people to care about you, and you want to keep your relationships. Totally valid. So what you would have to do is you have to make peace with this for yourself first. You have to get to a place where you truly believe that you are worthy and you are lovable and you are fully acceptable exactly as you are. Not just acceptable, but super worthy and lovable exactly as you are. When you get to that point, then you can be honest and you will get a good response. Now, honesty also goes into, if we are dishonest about our intentions, or if we are perhaps not, if we don't have good intentions towards other people, that will lower our frequency. So we really want to also act in ways that allow us to be honest, right? So we want to be doing things in order for honesty to be comfortable. So if we know that we value honesty because that's going to raise our frequency, and when we raise our frequency, all the good things that we want in life are more attracted to us. So in order to do that, you might also want to rethink any bad behavior that you wouldn't want to be honest about, right? Now, when we do bad behavior, we're also chipping away at our self-worth, because you know what you did, right? You know what you're feeling, what you're intending, what you're doing. Even if other people don't know, and if it's a secret to other people, you know it, and so your feeling of worthiness will be really, really low. You won't be able to be open to all the blessings that want to come to you because you don't feel worthy. You don't feel like a good person. You know that you're not acting in ways that you can stand by. So, yeah, I hope that this was valuable. I hope that whoever needed to hear this could hear it. Honesty is not only that, I do want to add, anything not built on honesty cannot last. Now, the first thing that comes to mind for me is like relationships, when people, maybe especially young people, this is more of a young person thing, they meet someone they like and they sort of maybe tell a couple of lies about who they are, and to impress that person, they want to present themselves in a better light than what they truly are. And that can't last. It just can't last. So we have to find a way to be honest about who we are and make peace with the truth. So in order to be honest, we have to make peace with whatever the truth is. If we have some flaws that we don't want other people to see, we have to make peace with these flaws and also perhaps work to change them. And it's easier to make peace with something that you're working on changing instead of like just being complacent, right? So yeah, anything not built on honesty cannot last. Anything that is built on deception or having to hide things, having to lie, it just cannot last. And also, there are no secrets. Even if something isn't open in terms of words, it's clear in terms of the energy. Energy doesn't lie still. So you still get the same results of the dishonesty as if it was known, right? Okay. I hope this was helpful. Ask your questions in the comments if you have something that you want me to address in a video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.